What's up, everybody? Easy here from the DFS Whisperers, coming live with the first NFL video of the season. Now, this is take two because my internet started acting weird during the first video, so I'm gonna try to make this one quick, man. I'm super excited. The NFL season is here. Our first official video will be out tomorrow. I'll be doing it with Kiki, called the Whisper Squad Scouting Report. And then by Wednesday, we'll have a video out for the single game. By Friday, we'll have Kiki's Play It With Confidence video out. And then by Saturday, we should have out the main slate review video, but also with our Millie Maker core. Now, leave your comments in the comment section below if you want us to do a separate video for the Millie Maker, or if you just don't mind if we throw it into the main slate video. But like I said, this is take two, guys. Man, I appreciate each and every one of you coming back to rock with us from the NBA season. This is our first NFL season on YouTube. Definitely not my first NFL season playing DFS yet. But let's go ahead, get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. Shout out to Draft Dashboard, the DFS tool you're looking at right here. My favorite tool to use. Once again, I forgot to start the video off sideways, because if I flip it right now, it'll look weird on your TV screens or phone screens, wherever you're watching at, laptops. But Draft Dashboard has everything you need for this NFL season, from the top players of the week, the position optimizer that breaks down all the stats down to a T, from their rushing, their last five against a team, their targets, their projected ownership. You get to see their projected points and all of that. Set your own custom exposures for those of you that like the MME. You get all of that down in the position optimizer. You get their sleepers and studs. You get the player trends that show you all the salary differences between Draftkings and Fanduel to help you pick out value and who's a better player on each site. You get to see the target monsters, the rushing monsters. You get to see the point production players and the player performances as well. That basically help you. All these tools just help you gauge your value, gauge which ways you want to go. The scary accurate lineup optimizer with the mass lineup generator and the late swap optimizer, man, that comes in handy, especially in NBA season. That late swap optimizer can save you when it comes to that late news that comes out of nowhere. You got the pro player pools as well. You got the perfect lineups. And also you could get to see our custom player pool when you hit your watch players or the pro player pools tab. See that tab right there that says watch DFS Whisperers picks. You get that, which is my custom player pool for every single sport. NFL cheat sheet that basically shows you all the top locks of the slate, top value, top mid-range, top studs, quarterbacks in a good spot, And you get all of that for $1 if you click the link down below. To get to see my custom player pool, you have to click the link down below. Get it for $1 for your first 30 days. Shout out to my Prizepicks.com. They're a dope DFS site where you're not necessarily playing up against thousands and thousands of people. You're not playing against no sharks or anybody. It's just you versus your predictions, and you're just predicting the over and under on the fantasy scores for each player. And you pick 2, 3, or 4 players. You can win up to 10x your money. And you don't have to just play NFL only. You can mix and match from NFL, NBA, WNBA, MLS, EPL, esports, MMA, you name it, man. They got it all over there. Mix and match, win your money. Use our link down below, promo code WHISPER. You get 25% of your first deposit match, and you also get a 2-player free prop for $25. Play it right and you may never deposit again. At the end of each video, we like to give you our top 2 favorite props. The props move like Vegas, so you gotta lock them in when you like them. Let's see, and that shit. Hey, shout out to my boys, the DFS Club, by the way. You got DC at DFS Space, Skywalker DFS. You know, they're the dope team. We the dope team. I'm saying, yeah, I'm kind of low-key tired. We the dope new team of DFS, man. Check out their website, dfsclub.com. And now let's go ahead and get into today's video. I forgot to arrange my players, but I'm going to start off with my top 5 favorite quarterbacks, and off the top right here, as you can see, Joe Flacco. Now, Joe Flacco, I've not been the biggest Joe Flacco fan in my life, but he's in Denver now, got a couple decent targets he could go to. Facing Oakland in the first game of the year, projected for about 15 points. I like the spot for Joe Flacco in that Denver offense. We all know Oakland's defense is trash. I think that game could low-key be a shootout. But as you can see from Draft Dashboard, Flacco has an 87 87 dash ranking. That's 87 out of 100. He has Oakland at 29th in defense and 25th against quarterbacks. So I like the spot for Joe Flacco. I'm going to be stacking him up with Emmanuel Sanders, and probably I like Tim Patrick more than I like Cortland Sutton, but I'll definitely have some exposure to Sutton. I'll have some exposure to Deebo Samuels as well if he gets to see some targets. Up next, this guy is my favorite quarterback in week 1. Him and Matt Ryan are my 2 favorite quarterbacks as of right now for week 1. But Josh Allen going up against New York Jets, 27th overall defense, 27th against quarterbacks, 100 dash ranking, 100 out of 100, man. We all know Josh Allen, projected for 18 points, 5,600 on Draftkings. If I had my phone flipped, I could tell you what he is on FanDuel, but the price is right, the matchup is right. We all know he has that rushing upside. Last time they faced off each other, I believe he rushed for over 100 yards and threw a decent amount as well. This season, we expect to see him throwing a little bit more. He has options in, what's his name? Cole Beasley, Zay Jones, Reuben Foster. Did Reuben Foster get cut? No, I don't think so. But he has Zay Jones, Cole Beasley around. John Brown, whom I really like as a sleeper in week 1 as well. We all know John Brown and Joe Flacco last year did connect a couple times for that long ball. And Josh Allen is not afraid to throw that long ball either. He'll try to find you up there. So I really like Josh Allen for week 1. Lamar Jackson, the guy that took Joe Flacco out of Baltimore. He's another quarterback that I really like for week 1. Like, I was watching my boy Bachelor's video, and he kind of reminded me of the fact that he broke out. Like, he had his coming out party last year in preseason against Miami Dolphins. Now he gets to start off this season against them as well. 23rd against quarterbacks and 26th overall defense. Another 100% dash ranking right there. Really like Lamar Jackson. He's gonna throw a little bit more this year, but he's gonna be rushing too. And if you watch the few snaps that he's played in preseason, man, he's looking good right now. Especially that nice touchdown he scored, but then it got overruled, which refs suck always. Up next in the quarterbacks, those are my 3. Where's the other ones? Baker Mayfield. Now, Baker Mayfield has never faced off against Tennessee so far. And we all know all the hype surrounding Cleveland right now, especially with Odell Beckham and Juice in town. They just picked up Tyrod Taylor as well, so he is not short of options right now. And going up against Tennessee is a strong defense, one of the best defenses in the NFL. But I just think Baker Mayfield can break their defense this week. He has enough talent around him that if his O-line, which I think their O-line is pretty decent, could basically protect them. I see Baker Mayfield having a really nice first game, and I just see Baker Mayfield having a really nice season overall. He has the options to really take Cleveland a long way this season. I kind of like Tyrod Taylor for the first slate of the season, but I'm gonna get to that more when we go to wide receivers. Baker Mayfield has a 70 dash ranking, as you can see. Tennessee a sixth overall defense and 7th overall against quarterbacks. So it's definitely not an easy spot, but I could definitely see Baker Mayfield having a good game in this spot. who's my other? Jacoby Brissett. Now, Jacoby Brissett, man, the price tag is just right. I think we kind of fat fingered this one on Draft Dashboard, but he's 4,400 on DraftKings. We're basically reaping the benefits of them releasing their salaries way ahead of time. So at that point, they didn't expect Brissett to be the starting quarterback on week 1. Now, Jacoby Brissett and the Colts have basically heard it all. Their chances to win a Super Bowl have dropped drastically. So nobody basically believes in the Colts anymore, but I think Jacoby Brissett can have a nice game against the Chargers. Chargers are losing a key piece of their defense. I forgot his name. I think it was Darwin Thompson, I believe, or something like that. But they're losing a key part of their defense. I think Brissett and Ebron could connect a lot in this game. Like last season, Eric Ebron was one of the best DFS tight ends in the league. I think he could be one of the best again this year. I really like that stack between them two, but I just see Brissett paying off that 4,400 price tag easily. I'm not predicting a crazy game from him, but it's not ridiculous for him to score 15, 16, and at 4,400, that's all you need for your from your quarterback, and you could be able to basically do anything with your lineup around it. So that's it for my top 5 quarterbacks in this early first look. You got Joe Flacco, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, and Jacoby Brissett. Going up to running back, let's see where my running back started. David Johnson. Arizona is a stack that I'm looking at for week 1. We all know the hype surrounding Kyler Murray, basically calling him the new Michael Vick. I even heard them call him on NFL Network Michael Vick with a better arm, but we'll see about that. But I like David Johnson this first game. He has a good enough matchup against Detroit. 7,700, not a bad price tag at all. Especially on DraftKings, the PPR format, where we all know Kyler Murray. He can get into the passing game a lot, and Kyler Murray can connect with him. 17th overall against running backs in Detroit and 13th overall defense. He has 100 dash ranking, so the spot is good. I could go to David Johnson. Devin Singletary. Now, as you all know, Shady McCoy has been cut from the Buffalo Bills. He just released a nice little note to the city of Buffalo. I really like Shady McCoy for week 1, by the way. I think Draft Dashboard, we need to update him back in, but I just really love Shady McCoy in the week 1. I love the running backs in that matchup between Shady McCoy and Leonard Fournette. I like Leonard Fournette a lot. When I was making this, that's why it's an early look. I forgot to slide Leonard Fournette in my lineup. But we all know that KC defense is terrible against running backs. So I have a lot of interest in Leonard Fournette, and the price is right. But I like Devin Singletary as well. New York Jets are 17th against running backs and 27th overall against 27th overall defense, 63 dash ranking. The spot is okay. He's their number 1 draft pick, 36. Nah, he's not their number 1 draft pick, but 3,600 on DraftKings. You could easily see a lot of touches in that price tag. I'd rather go to Devin Singletary than Tony Pollard, whom I have on this cheat sheet, but I'm going to talk my reasons on why he's on here. But I really like Devin Singletary in this spot. I think he could be a nice little sneaky play, depending on how ownership pans out throughout the week. But if he's going to get basically no love, little to no love, I could definitely go to Devin Singletary. Le'Veon Bell. Man, took a year off. He's back. Going up against Buffalo in his first game back. 24th against running back. 3rd overall defense. 66 dash ranking. Okay spot. Biggest question is, how is he going to look? I think he's going to be good. I think he ain't missed a beat yet. Of course, we're yet to see that, but I don't know. I like the spot for him. I don't know if he'll make my final lineups, but it's definitely a decent spot for him because I don't see Sam Darnold Sam Darnold had a decent game the last time they played Buffalo, I want to say. I can't remember off the top. It's been forever, but I see Le'Veon Bell getting a lot of touches in this game. They're going to try to get him in. He's hungry. He's eager to play again. And he's eager to show people that he's still one of the best running backs in the league. So I really like Le'Veon Bell. Just traded him today in my season long. Everybody's saying I lost that trade, but trust me, I got what I wanted out of that trade. Tony Pollard, he's probably going to be one of the chalkiest players of week 1, mainly because we don't know if Zeke's going to play or not. I expect Zeke to play week 1, but there's a strong chance he won't. Zeke loves football a lot, and I think he's happy in Dallas. He just needs to get paid, which I always support a player that's trying to get their coin if they deserve it. Tony Pollard, if Zeke ends up not playing, I like Tony Pollard, but the type of ownership that he's garnering, the DFS player, the GPP player in me I might just have to look another way, because then again, it's still his first game. Like, I could see Devin Singletary being better than Tony Pollard in the first game. Now, Tony Pollard is in the way better spot. He got 100 dash ranking, as you can see. 24th overall defense and 25th against running backs. Definitely a good spot, but I don't know. I guess I'm just not sold on Tony Pollard yet. I haven't seen enough from him to be really sold. He had a solid preseason, so I can't say nothing against him on that. But for some weird reason, I guess it's just instinct. I like Devin Singletary more than I like Tony Pollard, but he's definitely a good play. And we're going up to my final running back play is Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram is solid. Him and Alvin Kamara tore it up. He's tore it up for New Orleans for years now. Now he's going to a team that loves to run the ball, facing up against a defense that sucks against the run game. He's going to have a lot of touches. It's going to be the Mark Ingram and Lamar Jackson show. I will be stacking them two in week 1. I'm most likely going to be maxing out of the 10 cents and the quarters, so I'll have a good fair amount of exposure to Mark Ingram and also Lamar Jackson. I just really love the spot from Mark Ingram. 29th against running backs is Miami, and 26th overall defense, 100 dash ranking, which means great spot for Mark Ingram. 5,100, the price is right. Going up to wide receiver. First wide receiver I got on here is Ty Lockett, one of the most consistent wide receivers of last season. Man, Russell Wilson is priced up on FanDuel, but I like his price on Draftkings. I will be stacking them too as well. I really like Ty Lockett. Big play upside. He's almost the best cash game lock you could ever find in NFL. He's going to get more targets now. I still like Seattle's DJ Metcalf as well. I also like, even if he gets a chance with the first team, Jazz Ferguson. I like him as well. You got Ty Lockett at an 89 dash ranking, 32. Who's that playing again? Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, but I always go against Cincinnati. Always. Their defense is horrible. As you can see, 32nd overall defense, 21st against wide receivers. Yeah, I am definitely having some Seattle stacks. Another running back that I forgot about to put on here, Chris Carson. I really like Chris Carson for week 1. But yeah, I'm locking in Ty Lockett. Like I said earlier in the video, Tyrod Taylor. How ironic. Got traded to Cleveland, now he's facing Tennessee. I feel like he's going to show up in his first game for Cleveland. 3,100 at wide receiver basically allows you to do anything with your lineup. Like, imagine if you just lock in. Now, this is a pure GPP play, which I probably may talk about this in a Millie Maker video. Man, I wish it was kind of like MLB where you could just roster like how you roster 2 pitchers. I wish you could roster 2 quarterbacks. I'd get Baker Mayfield and Jacoby Brissett and just roster Tyrod Taylor and Ebron. Man, I'd love that. But I really think Tyrod Taylor could show up in his first game. Of course, Anthony Callaway is suspended for the first game, so that could open up some more snaps for him. You got Rashad Higgins, you got Juice, you got, Odell all around as the top wide receivers over there. So I think Taiwan Taylor could be a sneaky play at a very cheap price tag. Up next, John Brown going up against New York Jets. Jets are 31st against wide receivers and 27th against 27 defense overall. 79 dash ranking, good spot definitely. And like I said, man, when I'm stacking John Brown with Josh Allen, he has big play potential, and that's what I really like about John Brown. He's quick, big play potential, can't get in the end zone. At 4,300, I'll lock and load that. Up next, like I said with Flacco, I really like to see how he'll connect with Emmanuel Sanders. 5,300, projected for about 11. That's great for his price if you ask me. 24th against wide receivers is Oakland. 29th against the 29th defense overall. 100% dash ranking for Emmanuel Sanders. I got a lot of interest in him. Their connection looked really nice in preseason, the couple snaps that they had together. Up next, Mike Evans, who also had a big game against San Francisco last season, I believe. 30th against wide receivers, 25th overall defense, 100 dash ranking, projected for about 17 points. 7,900. Mike Evans is one of the best receivers in the league. Sometimes he can be a little too inconsistent for me, but I like the spot for him. It's a good spot. Jameis Winston is going to come to play this season. He's another quarterback that's in play for me. But he could put up some good numbers in this spot, Mike Evans. I also like Chris Godwin in that spot as well. And that was my last wide receiver right there. So to end the video, I'm going to talk about tight ends for a second. And for my tight ends, I got Kyle Rudolph at 3,300 going up against my Atlanta Falcons. Falcons were 28th defense overall, 95 dash rank for Kyle Rudolph. Decent spot. 11th overall against tight ends Atlanta. We all know Kirk Cousins likes to throw to Kyle Rudolph. He'll look at him in the end zone, so he has that touchdown upside. Hunter Henry is probably my second favorite tight end in week 1. 27th overall against tight ends is Indiana. 100 dash ranking for him. Projected for about 10. Hunter Henry should have a solid season with Phillip Rivers. Rivers will look at him in the end zone, so he has touchdown ability as well. Delaney Walker, I like him for the volume. He's going to be one of Tennessee. He's definitely going to be Tennessee, apart from Corey Davis. Well, really, I'd say he's Tennessee's most decent pass catcher right now, or most seasoned pass catcher right now. 26th against, tight ends for Cleveland Browns. You also got 22 defense overall, 100 dash ranking. I think Marcus Mariota or Ryan Tannehill, if Marcus Mariota doesn't survive the whole game, I think they'll both be throwing the tight end Delaney Walker a lot in this game. He's projecting for about 8.5 fantasy points. One of my favorite tight ends on the slate, which I'll probably have a lot of exposure to him, Eric Ebron. Like I said, I really like the connection between him and Jacoby Brissett come opening week. 14th against tight ends at 72 dash ranking, good enough spot. Eric Ebron was one of the best tight ends in DFS last season. I think he'll keep that momentum going. My favorite tight end to go with is Jared Cook as of right now. Jared Cook is 4,500 playing with Drew Brees right now, going up against a team that's 31st against tight ends and 88 dash ranking. It's too hard for me not to play that. I really like Jared Cook projecting for about 10.4 fantasy points. Of course, Zach Ertz and Travis Kelce's are all in play, but I just felt like they were just too obvious to point out. But that's my player pool, man, for week 1. This is my very early player pool. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Trust me, once my brother gets back and we get Kiki and also get Keno and I'm a lot less tired, I could go ahead and rock this video. We're getting into the season, man. We're getting into the grind time. NBA is here in about a month and a half, so a lot of content will be here. And for those of you watching for the very first time, we're in for a fun season. Appreciate y'all showing support to the page. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit like, share. Let's grow the family. Need more advice, need to join our Slack chat, hit me up for that. Sign up to Draft Dashboard, the tool you see here. Get the cheat sheets, our custom player pool, and the whole nine for $1 for your first 30 days if you click the link below. My Prize Picks room will be having a special show for My Prize Picks with my boy Kino, the one I do soccer videos with from time to time. He'll be giving you his Prize Picks plays, and I'll be giving you my Prize Picks plays as well. 25% of your first deposit matched, and you get a 2-player free prop if you use our link down below or the promo code Whisper. Like I said, you're not playing against sharks, you're not playing against no one else, no thousands of people. All you're doing is just you and your predictions, predict 2, 3, or 4 players and win up to 10x your money. That's it for this video, guys. Now the real videos, the real more fun and energetic videos, like y'all know from the NBA season, will be starting from tomorrow when we get the Whisper Squad scouting report out. So with that being said, I wish everybody a nice and a good week. Let's kill week 1, man. Let's make a lot of money in week 1, and I'm out here, Whisper Squad.